Sleeping enough, drinking coffee, still feeling tired? The real reason may not be what you think.
Most people do not feel tired because of one terrible day. They feel tired because of 100 small things: a late night, a rushed morning, too much scrolling, too little movement, a stressful thought that never really leaves. Then, one day, you wake up and ask yourself a strange question. Why am I always tired? Even after sleeping, even after coffee, even when nothing dramatic happened. The problem is not always that you are lazy. Sometimes your body is tired. Sometimes your mind is overloaded. Sometimes your life is built in a way that constantly drains more energy than it restores. And sometimes, ongoing tiredness can be a sign that it is worth speaking with a health professional. In this video, we will go through 10 lessons that can help you understand why you may feel drained so often, how to spot the everyday traps, and what small changes may help you feel more awake again. Lesson 1. Sleep time is not always sleep quality. You can spend 8 hours in bed and still wake up exhausted. Imagine charging your phone overnight with a loose cable. The phone is connected. The screen says it is charging. But by morning, the battery is still low. That is what poor quality sleep can feel like. You may be in bed for many hours, but your sleep may be interrupted. Your room may be too bright. Your mind may still be racing. Your phone may be pulling your attention late into the night, or your sleep schedule may keep changing from day to day. Here is the trap. People often focus only on the number of hours, but sleep is not just about time. It is also about consistency and quality. Here is what this means for you. For 1 week, choose one realistic bedtime and wake-up time. Try to keep them close, even on weekends. Then notice how you feel. A regular rhythm gives your body a clearer signal. Lesson 2. Your brain can be tired before your body is. Some days, you have not done much physical work, but you still feel completely finished. That can happen when your mind has been carrying too much. Imagine your brain as a desk. Every unfinished task is another paper placed on top. Reply to that message. Pay that bill. Remember that meeting. Fix that problem. Think about tomorrow. The desk becomes crowded, and even when you sit still, your brain is still working. Here is the hidden principle. Mental fatigue does not always feel dramatic. Sometimes it feels like procrastination. Sometimes it feels like brain fog. Sometimes it feels like you cannot start a simple task. Here is the trap. You call yourself lazy. Then you push harder. But a tired brain often needs less noise, not more pressure. Here is what this means for you. Write down the 3 biggest things on your mind before bed, not to solve them all, just to take them out of your head. A clear page can create a little more space in your mind. Lesson 3. Your phone may be spending your energy. Your phone does not only take your time, it can also take your attention. Imagine your attention is a cup of water. Every notification takes a small sip. Every message, every short video, every headline, every comparison. By the end of the day, the cup is nearly empty. You may not notice it happening. That is what makes it powerful. Your body may be sitting on a sofa, but your mind is jumping between 10 different worlds. Here is the trap. You use your phone because you feel tired. But the constant switching can leave you even more mentally drained. Here is what this means for you. Choose one small phone boundary. Put your phone in another room for the first 30 minutes after waking up, or keep it away from your bed at night. You do not need to become perfect. You just need to protect a little attention. Lesson 4. Stress keeps the engine running. Stress is not always loud. Sometimes it is silent. It looks like checking your email again, replaying a conversation, thinking about money, worrying about what could go wrong. Imagine leaving a car engine running all night. The car is not moving, but it is still using fuel. That is what constant stress can do. Your body may be resting, but part of you is still preparing for a problem. Here is the trap. You wait until you have free time before you relax. But when your mind is used to stress, free time does not automatically become rest. Here is what this means for you. Create one short transition after work, school, or a busy day. Take a 10-minute walk. Sit without your phone. Listen to calm music. Write down tomorrow's first task. Give your brain a signal that the day is slowing down. Rest begins when your system feels safe enough to stop running. Lesson 5. Food is not just fuel. It is timing too. Many people eat something quickly because they are busy. Then they wonder why their energy disappears later. Imagine trying to keep a fire burning by throwing in random pieces of paper. For a moment, the flame jumps, then it drops again. Your energy can feel similar when your meals are inconsistent or built mainly around quick sugar and caffeine. You get a fast lift, then a hard drop. Here is the trap. When you're tired, you reach for whatever is easiest. But the easiest option may not help you feel steady for long. Here is what this means for you. Do not try to create a perfect diet overnight. Start with one steady meal each day. Something with protein, fiber, and enough water beside it. A more stable day often begins with one more stable choice. Lesson 6. Caffeine can borrow energy from later. Coffee can be useful, but it can also become a loan. Imagine borrowing energy from tomorrow morning to survive this afternoon. At first, it feels helpful, but when you borrow too often, the bill arrives later. You may drink caffeine late in the day, then struggle to sleep well, then wake up tired, then need more caffeine again. That becomes a loop. Here is the trap. You think caffeine is the solution, but sometimes it is only covering the signal that something else needs attention. Here is what this means for you. Try moving your last caffeinated drink earlier in the day, then see whether your sleep changes over the next week. Do not just ask, "How can I stay awake?" Also ask, "What is stopping me from truly recovering?" Lesson 7. Too little movement can make you feel heavier. When you feel tired, exercise may sound like the last thing you need, but the body is not a phone battery. Sometimes gentle movement creates energy instead of taking it away. Imagine a bicycle that has been left outside for months. At first, the wheels feel stiff, but once it begins moving, the ride becomes easier. Your body can be similar. Long periods of sitting can leave you feeling sluggish, not because you are weak, but because your body has spent too long in one state. Here is the trap. You wait until you feel energetic before you move. But small movement may be part of what helps energy return. Here is what this means for you. Walk for 10 minutes after lunch or dinner. Do not turn it into a huge fitness goal. Just move enough to remind your body that the day is still happening. Small movement can wake up a tired system. Lesson 8. Your environment may be making everything harder. Sometimes tiredness is not only inside you, it is around you. A messy desk, a noisy room, too many tabs open, no clear plan, no easy place to rest. Imagine trying to cook in a kitchen where every surface is covered. Nothing is impossible, but everything takes more effort. That is what friction does. Tiny obstacles steal energy all day long. Here is the trap. You think you need more discipline, but often you need less friction. Here is what this means for you. Choose one part of tomorrow to make easier tonight. Prepare your clothes. Fill your water bottle. Write the first task on paper. Put healthy food where you can see it. The easier the first step is, the less energy it demands. Lesson 9. You may be trying to recover only on weekends. Many people live like this. They push from Monday to Friday, then try to repair everything in 2 days. Imagine draining a bucket all week, then trying to refill it with one small cup on Sunday. It is not enough. Rest works better when it is part of the rhythm, not only an emergency plan. Here is the trap. You think rest has to be big to count. A holiday, a full free day, a complete escape. But small moments of recovery matter too. Here is what this means for you. Build one short recovery habit into each day. 5 quiet minutes before work, a proper lunch break, a short walk, a screen-free shower, a slower evening. You do not need to earn rest by becoming exhausted first. Lesson 10. Persistent tiredness is worth taking. Seriously, there is an important difference between being tired after a busy week and feeling exhausted for weeks without understanding why. Can happen for many reasons. It can be linked to sleep, stress, lifestyle, medicines, or health conditions. So this video is not a diagnosis. It is a reminder to listen to your body. If tiredness is persistent, severe, getting worse, or affecting your daily life, it is sensible to speak with a doctor or other qualified health professional and seek urgent medical help for tiredness with symptoms such as chest pain, serious shortness of breath, fainting, unusual bleeding, or severe pain. Here is the trap. You minimize what you feel because you think everyone is tired. But everyone feels tired sometimes is not the same as you should ignore ongoing exhaustion. Here is what this means for you. Pay attention to the pattern. When did it start? How long has it lasted? What makes it better or worse? That information can help you make a clearer decision about what to do next. Your body is not being difficult, even it may be trying to tell you something. This whole video comes down to one thing. Tiredness is often not one problem. It is a pattern of sleep, stress, attention, food, movement, environment, recovery. You do not need to fix your entire life tonight. Wake up tomorrow as a new person. Choose one small action. Make it easier to repeat. Then notice what changes, because energy is not only something you find. Often, it is something you protect, and sometimes it is something you need help understanding. Subscribe for more stories, big ideas, and practical explainers that help you see life differently.